Hey guys, Alex here. I want to share with you something about relationships that can turn around the relationships completely or anything in your life, the quality of life that you have. And I specifically like to apply this now to my romantic relationship. You see, Tony Robbins says that if you do what you did at the beginning of the relationship, there won't be an end. If you do what you did at the beginning of the relationship, there won't be an end. The problem is that's not enough because you can't force yourself a lot of times to do things the way you used to do them. It doesn't feel natural. What you must do, and what a lot of people don't remember, is to look at the other person in their mind. See the other person the way you used to see her, and look at yourself the way you used to see yourself at the beginning of the relationship, because that tends to change. And when you change the way you look at yourself in a relationship and the way you look at her or him, naturally you start to change the way you behave and the way you feel. So at the beginning of a relationship, a lot of times people don't have big expectations. They just appreciate. People appreciate way more than what they expect. People celebrate. People are not demanding so much from their partner or from a relationship. They're just enjoying and growing and learning and using that relationship to share and to connect. And we forget that. And the more we start to hang out, the more we start to advance in our relationship, we tend to forget that. We tend to start focusing more on what we're not getting. And we start to have more expectations, and we start to believe that we deserve more than what we're getting. Instead of simply appreciating the gift that that relationship and that person are. You see, when you change your expectations for appreciation, your life changes instantly. Change your expectations for appreciation and your life changes instantly. So at the beginning of a relationship, people tend to not have so many expectations from the other person. They tend to appreciate everything, you know? They tend to give way more freedom. They tend to give way more of themselves, and they tend to connect more instead of being so fucking attached. As time passes, people tend to start attaching more. And attachment and connecting are two very different things. They seem similar, but they're very different things. You don't want to be attached. You want to be detached, but you want to be super fucking connected. And the more you attach to something or to someone or to how things should be, based on your beliefs and your rules and your fears and your insecurities. You see, we attach to certain scenarios because of our fears. We don't want to lose someone. We start liking someone a lot. We start having feelings for someone. We start imagining a future with someone, and we start feeling afraid of losing that person. So we start to try and control them, and we start to measure how much we feel they value us and how much we feel they care about us and how much we think or we feel they love us. And we start to measure all of this stuff, and that fucks up the way we feel our life and our relationship. So it's fear fucking you up. It's fear of losing someone. It's the attachment. Remember who you used to be when you started a relationship. You were fucking free. You were just enjoying, feeling grateful for the opportunity to have a new experience with someone, a new adventure, and you were more detached. You were like, fuck, if we enjoy, learn, and grow together for a day, awesome. If we do it for a week, awesome. If we do it for a month, awesome. If we do it for a year or 5 or 10, awesome. Now, a lot of times, once you've been with that person a certain amount of time, people start like, oh my God, we need to be together forever or for X amount of time, and we have to have kids, and we have to form a family, and this and that, and we have to experience all of this shit. And you start to feel afraid, and you stop being yourself, the best version of you. So remember who you were, and look at that person the way you used to see her or him, in a more detached way, and just as a gift that you can enjoy and learn and grow, as long as it feels right. And when it stops feeling right deep inside you, not because of your fears or your insecurities, but generally, when it stops feeling right and it feels better to go in a different direction, go in a different direction to enjoy, learn, and grow with something else or someone else. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Change your expectations for your appreciation, and everything changes. Rock it, and I'll talk to you soon.